everyone. So this has been an idea 10 years in the making. I wanted to have like a comical aspect to diorama. So I came up with the idea of having a Khorne berserker and being told that he can go out to play after he's cut the grass. So I'll get a little plate or plaque or some strip of metal or something on the front just to say, after you cut the grass, you can go out and play. So you may have noticed that I don't do much terrain on the bases or anything like that. I'm not that experienced with it. Tried to make a path using large stones with smaller stones around it, but I think he used too much PVA, so the small stones are actually a bit too high up. And I wanted to have like a partly muddy, partly dry bed of skulls, which are not completely covered by the dirt, separated by a fence. And then the two flocks that I had for the grass, one is neon green, unfortunately I've got a little spot there which I'm not sure what that is, and then the longer grass, which I really think's kind of worked. But then onto the model itself. So I've taken a Chaos Space Marine bike, see if I can get a tool to point with. So I've taken a Space Marine bike, and the base of it is here, the engine is there, so that goes together as normal. It's just where the seat is. After that point I've cut. This part is one of the exhausts from the sides, so I stuck that on the front, or I should say behind the seat. Then, taking the handlebars, I've trimmed off where the wheel would normally be mounted, and then turned it around and then secured it on, but kept the spikes that would be on there as normal. I trimmed out the display panel to just give it the handlebar aspect, and taken the arms from the biker, and put them onto a Khorne berserker. The skeleton is from a very old Games Workshop sprue that I had lying around. I'd always thought I'll use that for terrain at some point, and it seemed like the ideal time. The wheels, I was struggling to find wheels small enough, so off of the old Lehman Russ sprues, I took the wheels that the tracks normally sit on. You never see these because they're flanked either side by element panels, and then tracks go on top. So I cut them in half, smoothed them down a bit, and then tried to use a pair of snips to apply grooves to create the wheels. Then taking the chain axes from the Khorne berserker sprues, mounted them underneath, and then from the spare parts of a Terminator kit I used the chain swords that were attached to the chain fists, just so. Then just because, no warrior's doing something without a weapon, I put a sword to be hung underneath, and then just a little skull for decoration. I went for that pose on the Khorne berserker, just try and imply that it was running, trying to get it done as quick as it can so it can go out and play. I think it's suited it just about right. There's another pose, but I think that was a bit too leaping to look kind of realistic. I know this is all fantasy stuff, but I've pinned them to the base as opposed to gluing them, because maybe when I get better at doing bases, I'll do one that complements it better, get something more realistic to cut grass, maybe a longer grass as well for the uncut part. For the fence, I used some, it was actually rubbish from a place that used to work. The components would come in little kind of like sleeve sock sort of things, so the component would sit in there, and we'd take the component out, these would go in the bin, and I think at one point I must have had a bunch on the desk and bin was full or something, put them in my pocket, and then I just went into the train section I've got. So I just cut it down to open it up, and then cut it to the right height, then used paper clips to create fence posts, and then used very fine wire to secure it all on. So it does look slightly orcish in its ragtag sort of ensemble, but hopefully it just gives you the impression of what I was going for. Just what's one of the last things you'd expect a Khorne berserker to be doing, cutting the grass, doing the dishes, all that sort of stuff. So I hope you like it. I've got a few other diorama ideas I've had over the years. Got an Eldar one which I wouldn't mind doing. I just need to figure out how to paint Eldar, and I'll try and bring you more in the future. So thanks for watching.